When you are waiting for someone, or you have a few minutes, you're in the bathroom, whatever, just picture that circle and put a wondering on it, or a wanting, or I want to know more about this, or I'm wondering about this. And then expect an answer, but don't get attached to it. And then say, what do I think it is if I look at it this way? And then, all right, I'll pretend I'm walking or bicycling or riding around the park, and I'm at the other end. What do I think it looks like this way? And just as a statue would look different if you walked around it, so too do events or wonderings or things you want to understand. Some of you are far too naive. You are in ridiculous bubbles of beliefs, and you're going to have a hard time if you don't get real. If you want to get real, pray for the truth to come to you and say, I want all disinformation to fall away. I want to be clear. I want clear, uplifting, truthful information, and I recognize and accept that my body is capable of feeding me a yes or a no about things. Now, sometimes you will misread your body, because the mind may not like what the answer the body is giving. Do you understand? This area of the body, or between the heart, or between the solar plexus, you can use, and just learn to check with your body and say, go inside, pose the question, and then wait to see. And you can come up with a simple solution. Use your body as a dowsing and code reading device. You must take this on a regular basis. How do I feel about this? And if you get a tug, that may be, no, not so good. And if you get a, learn to dialogue with the brain in your belly. You understand this? And also more and more focus on the third eye, and use that riding around the park. All these things will help you tremendously, because everything you can imagine is going to happen. Now, we know some of you are concerned about lots of things, and we'll give you a chance to express them. But just to cover a few generalities here. Avyako suggested that she quoted us when she said, you must earn your way into the halls of higher consciousness. And of course that's true. Just as you mature in your bodies, you grow. Your spirit is growing now. And wanting to do it and being excited about it gives you a lot of mileage. Yes, it's work. But so is watching television. To a certain extent, do you understand? You have to force your mind to go into all these horrible places. Lose your brain waves, flatline your body, and then come up the next day and get some energy. Everything is work. Do not be afraid of work and discipline. You're being restructured to use your biological being and start to think of it as the greatest thing that you own, rather than looking at the cars or furniture or computers. Your body is it. Improve it. Be in it. Enjoy it. You are biological creatures. You are nature. And all of nature is changing. Change with it. Get on the pace. Let nature know you are not afraid. And you will be guided. You will meet new flows of consciousness. Now, there are some places that are going to undergo some great stresses. You've only seen the beginning of some of the poppings of shifting of earth and volcanics and things of this nature. Not only will the people be stirred up against the systems within themselves, there will be awakening, all kinds of things. But there will be events on earth, some that will be contrived through secret technologies, others that will just be a response to the great emotionality and the stress that people are feeling to break out. Now, most people do not know they are breaking out of something. They feel they're rebelling. Do you understand this? Mm-hmm. They feel they're rebelling against something that wants to control them. And one could say the global elite, the governments, they're playing a wonderful part in this drama. But you are rebelling, and you are pressing out against a thought form, a belief system. A belief that you are either randomly brought into the world, or that you are born sinned or flawed, or whatever your belief, scientific or religious. None of the beliefs that you have as a mass now can be said to be truths throughout existence. You are creators of reality, and as you blossom with this new energy, you are going to come into a new flowering of consciousness. And let's say your political leaders, many of them, some of them are positioned to be sort of saviors and high beings and this and this and this, and it's malarkey. It's malarkey. You are deluding yourself. And if you say to yourself, well, so-and-so said that this person's really high being, and now the so-and-so said they're not, well then guess what your job is to do? Is to stop saying what so-and-so and so-and-so is saying, is what do you think, and take a risk on either being right or being stupid. This is where it's come down to. Because you have already set all your choices into motion. And with the acceleration of energy, the world that you have set up for yourself is now going to meet you faster and faster and faster. There's no time to fool around anymore. There's no time to lollygag. There's plenty of time to have fun. Do you understand the difference? Mm-hmm. And the fun includes paying attention to who you are as a spirit in the body, as a biological being, and navigating these times and seeing what's out there and deciding what you think about it and finding the truth in it, and navigating your way through and having a good scenic journey as you become more aware, and not, well, I don't want to know about that. Well, so-and-so says you must be able, part of the initiation is you must, as a planet, be able to recognize the truth. Now we'll speak of a truth. You have the big fish who's in big trouble, as we said. Do you know how many people dissociate over this? Do you know how many people will not raise up and recognize even the proof is in front of them of what's going on? They will say, well, and they will use religion or Jesus or something else, and they will dissociate. And they refuse to see the truth of what's in front of them. These are the people who will fall away and get sicker and sicker. The more you move into denial about what it becomes more obvious, then the more you have the potential of losing your mind. The initiation involves knowing the hard stuff and having a good time while you're doing it. This is not punishment at all. But if you want to get into the higher levels, which obviously you do because you come to hear us and we can see more than you to a certain extent. And so obviously you are interested in that, and we are saying that's where you must go. And we grow as you grow. So we always stay a bit ahead of you, so to speak. Perhaps not. Perhaps someday you'll just nano past us. There's all potentials in these times. All right? So we want you to be aware of all these things, and yet to be able to be relaxed in your body. And so before we turn it over to you for questions, we are going to condition the space a little bit and see what we can do to get you relaxed in your body. So how about everyone give their bum what we call the hen. And you just move from side to side like you are a hen, and you are getting yourself settled in your nest, all right? Everyone do a little wiggle there. Come on, everyone do a little wiggle. All right, now relax, separate your jaw, relax your tongue, keep your eyes closed, and put your attention on your third eye. And imagine there's a little ball of light there that's small, a little flicker. Oh, like some little twinkling in the distance. And make sure that your jaw is relaxed, your feet are on the floor, you feel you're in your body, jaw separated, you're breathing through your nostrils now, quietly, breathing in to the count of 4, long breaths into the bottom of the lungs, then pausing for a few moments, and a nice, slow exhalation. Focus on the exhalation. Your body will automatically inhale. And so when you exhale, make it long and slow and silent. And so give your body that job to breathe and relax. And now we're going to wander a little bit in the garden of the mind. And so go back to your third eye there. And see if you can make that little glowing spot a little bigger, sparkling, twinkling, sparkling and twinkling. Your body's breathing, relaxing. Wave of energy is coming up your feet. Oh yes, up your feet into the torso, down your arms, up to the top of your head.